Hi, welcome to this video today, which is on the 3rd of April. It is Wednesday. Now, I'm just going to be looking at what we consider to be a really good risk to reward trade setup, which is GBP NZD. Now, we did look at it in a video on Monday, and we were saying we just felt there wasn't really much downside for the British pound, and the pound has rallied quite nicely, but it's still sitting below a key resistance level. Now, if that resistance level is taken out, then the pound is going to move significantly higher in our view. Now, in terms of the British pound, when you're trading it, you've got to obviously be aware of Brexit news because that is the driver behind the charts. And in the last video, we looked at how to read news correctly to see if the odds are in favour of your argument, and basically to look at your risk against your expected payout to see if the trade was worth doing. Now, I'm going to go through those points again in relation to how I see the trade set up right now. Now, in terms of the pair, let's go and take a look at the chart. But please do keep in mind, it's my view as of right now. It can change in line with the market conditions if you want. All our trading techniques, our daily technical and sentiment analysis of 14 major Forex pairs, including the one we're going to look at right now. You can click on the link beneath this video, get live access to our member centre. Right, let's go and take a look at the chart. GBP NZD daily. I'll draw my levels in a moment, but in terms of any GB pair you care to look at, you need to look at the sentiment, the news behind the chart, because it's just so heavily influenced by Brexit. So that's what we'll do. Brexit crisis. What are the odds of a hard Brexit? Brexit crisis, you see that very often in UK headlines, I'm sure overseas as well. It's like Armageddon is coming, and the odds of a hard Brexit are really high. They're not. They're extremely low. You can go and look at bookies odds and try and place a bet. You're not going to get good odds on a hard Brexit, okay? They're low. Most people really familiar with Brexit negotiations think that as well. But the media have to sensationalize things, and that's what they do, but you've got to read through that. Okay, now in terms of just go through what we discussed on Monday and why a hard Brexit is not likely. And you can check the video. I'm not sure if I said this, it's the one before this one if you want to check on our channel. But UK Parliament voted on Monday to try and get a majority on deals presented. We were saying the most likely deals to get a majority were bullish sterling. They were, but they couldn't agree on anything. Okay, so we'll move to point number 2. We were saying even if there's an extension to Article 30, they don't agree. The EU is going to give time for a deal to be worked out. UK Parliament, the will is to get a deal through. They will, in our view. General election, that's not bearish sterling either. That's bullish. The longer it's prolonged in many respects, the more bullish it is for sterling. In terms of point number 3, Theresa May, that's the UK PM, is meeting Jeremy Corbyn today as I'm doing this video. Theresa May, UK, did I say that? UK PM, Jeremy Corbyn, opposition leader. If they can agree, then that's very bullish for sterling. Do I think they'll agree? No, I don't actually, but I don't see significant sterling downside even if they don't. There's a key level that needs to be taken out to basically reverse our bullish view to neutral, and I'll come to that when I go to the chart. Now, point number 4, no deal on 12th of April at midnight has become a scenario that looks more and more likely. Jean-Claude Juncker, European Commission President, regular viewers of my videos probably know I think the guy's a total idiot and shouldn't hold that job. He's always saying this sort of stuff, and he's not, at the end of the day, really in control. But what will happen is the big guns in Eurozone, your Merkels and your Macrons, will weigh on the EU to get a deal through, because they want one. It's not sort of mentioned so much about the damage that would be done to the EU if the UK crashes out without a deal. EU's nearly in recession. UK crashes out without a deal, guarantee a recession. UK is actually as big as the 17 smallest nations in Eurozone combined. So very significant. Both sides want a deal. And I think a deal will be presented to the EU. The will of Parliament is there to do it, and they will do it, in my view. And then the EU will be conciliatory. Okay, so both sides want a deal. That's my general point there. Now, let's go to the chart. Now, in terms of Monday, we're doing the video. The UK MPs were voting, and we were just saying we'd just gone long. We didn't even wait for the vote to be concluded. Went long at 192.50, and we went, up to 194.80. Okay, and now we're just kind of sitting around. Now, from our perspective, this level here is good support. Okay, just go draw a quick trajectory in there. Okay, through the tail and the body, give me double trend line support and a 20-day moving average there as well. So I think dips will be contained by here. But if you're coming in fresh, that's your level. So basically 195.30. A breakout will end the consolidation. I think we'll be going higher. Now, at this moment in time, what we've elected to do is just take 50% of our trade off. It's quite a bit over 200 pips. I think it's 230 or something on that blue candle that moved up. I don't want to take it all, okay? Because I want to put the 50% back in on a breakout at the moment, as per the member centre, or I'll possibly put it back in on dip at a better price. The reason I want to do that is I just don't see this level get taken out. You'd have to have the odds of a hard Brexit really increase. So 190 for me is the real line in the sand, okay? So I'm leaving half run. Now, if we do break out, I'm going to bring my stop up though. And we break out, the stop can come up behind here, this double trend line. To 192. I'm going to bring ours up to 192.60 at the moment on the breakout. If the breakout starts to follow through strongly, I'll really ramp the stop up, okay? But I just want to see, obviously, if a breakout occurs, if we get a dip, deciding which way, to play it, so to speak. But I just do see a breakout that's heavily bullish. And in terms of target, you can see I've drawn a line here. That's mostly due to Brexit uncertainty. So up to 205 on a breakout. You've got your stop back here. That's your risk. Your reward is well over 4 to 1. So, breakout be heavily bullish. And we might dip back first because obviously, like I said, point number 3 could come into play with the Jeremy Corbyn and Theresa May not agreeing. But for me, nice sort of when I say nice sideways action, it's a firm kind of channel, breakout to the upside, heavily bullish. Break of this level, I think, is unlikely. That's where our stop is behind at the moment. So bullish of sterling. And just before I finish, I like this pair because I think the NZD is so overbought that the GBP long on it is offering really good risk to reward. Probably better so than GBP USD, although I don't like the look of that one and a few other British pound pairs as well. Now, plenty of videos on this pair. We're on our 5th trade. One open, it's doing okay. We had 3 winners and 1 loser. So, pound trading's been relatively good for us. And, it's a volatile pair, and that's what we like. A lot of pairs have been kind of dull. I like this pair. Anyway, that is the video for today. We shall see what happens. Thank you very much for watching me as per usual. Take care. Have a good day.